Hi, I'm Lon Kiefer, also known as Doc, the Defender of Caregivers. According to the Family Caregiver Alliance, 20% of family caregivers suffers from depression. That's twice the rate of the general population, which actually sounds about right to me, because as a caregiver, you're living more than one life. The hallmark of a caregiver is empathy, the capability to share another person's emotions and feelings. So if you're feeling things more than the average person, why wouldn't you suffer from depression more so than the average person? But caregiving doesn't cause depression. It's just that caregivers often sacrifice their own physical and emotional needs for others. As a result, they're more prone to the stinking thinking thought processes that everyone in the general population experiences from time to time. This can lead to feelings of anger, anxiety, sadness, isolation, exhaustion, and then guilt, simply for having these feelings in the first place. The real problem is that part of the caregiver personality is that they view themselves as the strong ones. You might be a caregiver if you think you don't need any help because you are the one that helps other people. Caregivers often see feelings of depression as a sign of weakness, rather than a sign that the demands being placed on them are out of balance. This skewed or blurred vision is the beginnings of the caregiver's slide into the stinking thinking process, otherwise known as cognitive distortions, as identified by Dr. David Burns in his book, Feeling Good. These 10 cognitive distortions oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
I'll show the book and that'll give me an edit point.
All right. Here we go. Oh, okay. These 10 cognitive distortions were used to get our entertaining one-man show, Defending the Caregiver, its national approval for continuing education for professional nurses. Now check back later for more videos and blogs to cover them in more detail, but real quickly, here's the top 10 list of cognitive distortions. 1, all or nothing thinking, black and white thinking, where you're either a hero or a goat and there's nothing in between. 2, overgeneralization, where one negative foretells a never-ending pattern of failures. 3, mental filtering. This is where you focus on a negative and you allow it to affect everything around you. 4, disqualifying the positive. You're rejecting good experiences as meaningless. 5, jumping to conclusions. This is where you make a negative interpretation with no facts at all to support it. Then there's 6, magnification and minimization, where you'll exaggerate your failures and dismiss your successes. Emotional reasoning, number 7, is assuming things are real because you feel them. Number 8, should statements. This is where your shouldy attitude comes in, and it's a form of self-punishment as motivation, and it leads to guilt. 9, labeling and mislabeling. This is an overgeneralization where you put labels on things and you use colorful language to describe them. And number 10, this is probably the most famous one for caregivers, personalization, where you take responsibility for things not involving you. Here at Defender of Caregivers, we hope to teach you how to recognize these stinking thinking patterns. We want to help you with your shouldy attitudes, and we want to break them up. We're here to help you honor yourself as you care for others. My name is Lon Kiefer, also known as Doc, the Defender of Caregivers. Thanks for listening, and thank you for caring.